Okay, before we get to a couple of the college basketball stories, we want to get this in before we lose Sports Grid. The
Yep.
WagerWire market reports with our
Yep.
friends from WagerWire, wagerwire.com. Zach and the boys appreciate all their support and what they've done for us over the last couple of months. Let's talk
Mhm.
about the national championship because Purdue just won. So Purdue wins by 5. They don't cover.
Okay.
Purdue is the fourth option to win the national championship now. They're 10-1. There's some space happening here in the championship market, which is kind of interesting. So it's still Houston, 5.5-1, which I don't buy. Alabama, 7.5-1, which I do kind of buy. Kansas, 8.5-1. Purdue, 10-1. Then Arizona and UCLA at 15-1. We're going into the dance, and it feels like the books have no idea who's going to win the national championship.
I literally said it this morning, uh, on every show that I did. I can't remember the Friday before Selection Sunday and knowing only one number 1 seed.
Right?
I know I think, Kansas, even if
Yes.
they would lose today,
Our number one seed. Yeah.
they're number 1 seed by
Yep.
default
No,
based
they've
on
earned it.
body of
I
work.
think they've
They
earned it.
I mean,
Yeah.
they've earned it, but they can lose today,
Yes.
and they're they're still a
I
1
think
seed.
Houston can lose today and be a one seed.
Can they?
Yes. They won't, but they could.
I don't
Yes.
think they're gonna lose today, but I looked at it and I was
I
like,
mean, Houston has it's so funny, but their number of quad one wins, Iowa State's got the most quad one wins. They have like 9 or 10.
mhm,
Houston's got 4. And Iowa State's going to be like a 5 seed, and Houston's going to be a 1.
that's their conference though, right? Like,
Yes.
I mean, if UCLA loses today, they could be a 2.
Potentially.
Yeah,
If
you
Arizona
know?
if
They
Arizona
could
wins the Pac-12, yeah, they could be a
if,
1.
uh, if, if Purdue loses well, they won already today, so they
Yes.
only have to win well, no, they have to win 2 more games, right? That's this is the
Yeah.
quarters.
Right.
So, they're probably a 1 seed now too. The only way they weren't gonna be a 1 seed was losing today, I think. Okay, so maybe there's 2, but I don't know. You're right. This is one of those years. It's different than a lot of years past because
Normally, like 4 or 5 teams, it would be like 8-1, 6-1, 7-1, somewhere in that
yeah,
range. We have one team that's 5.5-1, and then the fourth option's 10-1. It's like we're starting to like really stretch it out in terms of long shots, and like you can really start to get some. You can sprinkle. I mean, Gonzaga's 18-1.
yes.
Tennessee is 30-1. Creighton's back to 35-1. Like it's nuts.
Yeah.
This is the year. I'm just gonna say this now on March the 10th. This is the year that Gonzaga can win it all. It's so wide open. There's so few great teams. Pedigree tends to shake out a lot of times, but I mean, even
It's
Kentucky's 45-1.
I don't know. I mean, there's like I do it like this. I pull up each conference and go, yes, yes, no, 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 no.
Okay.
Yes, yes,
To who
yes,
can win it all?
no, 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 no. Yeah. And try to that's how like we would start this today
Okay.
in the room and say, all right, they're 5-point favorites today. You know, they're gonna win. Let's move their number now. This other team, they may not win. Let's move their number now. Try to jumble the numbers today
Mhm.
before they play, just to see who was paying attention and, who wasn't, and to try to be speculative in the price. And then you
Right.
could also see what other books were copying your numbers. And we used to do that too.
Right.
So, but Friday's fun to do that because Saturday there's championship games, both in town and around the country. And then Sunday, you're trying to have everything in line Sunday before the selection show. Because when the selection show starts and they start to show the path, that's when that's when the missiles start to come and fire. Like,
Right.
oh, you got them 18-1. Look at that. They're gonna be for sure in the Sweet 16. And then they play in Vegas They don't have much travel, boom, 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 they're in the Final Four. So, those
Hmm.
things happen instantaneous, on Sunday, so you gotta have your numbers set before the bracket ideally, so you can make 1 quick move or 2 quick moves.
How about that?
Yeah,
WagerWire empowers you to take control of your action and view your bets as a portfolio of assets that can be bought and sold at any time. Bettors will soon be able to trade their bets through WagerWire's mobile app and within sportsbook apps via their integrated technology solution. You can jump in and out of futures all season, cash in on parlays before they bust, and trade game lines up to the buzzer. Seamlessly sync your favorite sportsbook to track real-time value of your bets, stack rewards, and play with celebrities or friends. Interested viewers of BVB should join one of the fastest growing communities in sports betting at WagerWire on Twitter. One word, WagerWire. Visit wagerwire.com and enter your email for updates and early access to the app when it launches. Very cool stuff
that
on
sounded
this.
very professional read right there, that was good. Did you write that one?
No, they wrote that for me.
Oh, I was gonna say, that was very I mean, I'm gonna have to give Zach or Travis a little bit of credit. That one actually sounded like one I mean, we've done some professional reads, and then I kind of trumped them and fucked them up and say, "Buy the meat," and it
It
works,
works. Yes.
but that was I gotta give those boys credit. That was a good one. You know what's happening in the chat right now, by the way?
What?
Oh, the boys are all getting it together. They wanna do a BVB brigade bracket.